All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk about it, man. We most definitely about to talk about Shannon Sharpe himself, man. I know that's the latest news. Let's see, can we find some stuff? We're gonna talk about this Shannon Sharpe stuff, y'all. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. See the videos. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. I got replayed it. I got the wrong screen up, y'all. My silly ass. I got the wrong whole screen. Here we go. Had the wrong screen up. I'm sitting here looking. Here we go.
Got to get to some breaking news out of the sports world now. ESPN confirming to NBC it's cutting ties with its NFL commentator Shannon Sharpe. The move coming after Sharpe, of course, the Hall of Fame tight end, settled a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery. He has previously denied the allegations against him, and he hasn't been on the air since April. NBC News is out to Sharpe and his attorney for comment, although we haven't heard back. Ellison Barber is tracking this one. Ellison, what else do we know?
Hey, Hallie.
Before they get into what they're gonna get into, man. Here's the thing. Here's the problem I have with that, man. Wasn't he already messing around with her? Like he's already messing around with her. So I don't quite understand. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But he was already messing around with Shorty, man. And I guess they had been messing around for years. Why he was settled with her is I don't understand. I gotta listen to some more, man, because this is everything ain't making sense.
I mean, it is a massive fall from grace for the Hall of Famer turned broadcast giant. As you said, his relationship with ESPN, it is officially over. He had not been on the air at ESPN since this lawsuit was first filed back in April. That was a decision at the time that he and his attorney had said they had made, that he had made on his own as he dealt with what he described back then as false and disruptive allegations. But look, he's no longer going to be on ESPN, and this is despite the network renegotiating his contract and announcing an expansion of his role on the show First Take just last year. You mentioned it, but no comment from ESPN or Sharpe as of yet. The split, it does come 2 weeks after the attorney who was representing the woman who had accused Sharpe of sexual assault and raping her in the state of Nevada on 2 different occasions, one in late 2024 and one in January of this year. It comes 2 weeks after her attorney announced that they had reached a settlement on that lawsuit. The terms of the settlement were not publicly disclosed. Again, Sharpe has consistently denied any wrongdoing here. He claims that he had a consensual relationship with this woman. Based on court filings in the state of Nevada, she had said that she had met Sharpe back in 2023 at a gym when she was 20 years old, and that they had engaged in a relationship over the course of 2 years. And then again in late 2024, that's when she says she was assaulted by Sharpe, both physically and sexually, and raped at least 2 times. Again, no direct comment from Sharpe at this time.
All right, so here's the thing, man. We about to get deep into it a little bit. Yes, she got him. All right, she got him. She got him. Put my stuff on, man. Look, that's how you know. That's how you know I'm a little bit unprepared. Put my stuff on. Yes, she got him, right? Yes, she got him for what she got him for. Yes, I understand if you smashing somebody and then they don't want to do it no more, and they actually smash somebody, they don't want to do it no more, then and you continue to force them to do it. Yes, that is a form of the R word they're using. Let's continue watching, bro.
and his attorney. They had previously said that the decision to step away from his role at ESPN in April was one that he made himself. This no longer a decision he has made himself. This is ESPN splitting from Sharpe. He will not be on that show, on that program, on the network moving forward. That being said, he does have an incredibly popular podcast that airs weekly, and as far as we know, that will continue. But Hallie, in terms of his relationship broadcasting with ESPN, that is over.
Ellison Barber, thank you very much.
Here's the thing with a lot of that, y'all. A lot of people try to warn them. That's the thing. A lot of people try to warn them, man. And it's one of them things to where it's just one of them things to where why did you didn't even really have to pay Shorty that much. 20 I think I heard it was like 23 million or something like that. You didn't have to pay that much. But anyways, let's
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Before we get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really, the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this would, I said, this.
When was it? When did he do this? This was posted, what, 15 hours ago? It's Thursday.
It's coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. We've all, and he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience.
Well, man, at least he trying to, he trying to, you know, he's looking out for his brother and not overshadow him. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing with a lot of these dudes, and we in the videos that we make over here. This is why I say this a lot of times. The videos that we make over here, y'all, on some real stuff, it's all about this. It's all about being able to approach people, being able to know where to take a conversation. This is low key why I make these videos. You see. Imagine if he was watching all the game we was giving out on our channel about how to deal with these type of women, watching out for this type of woman, watching out for that. He wouldn't be in this situation, man. Not at all. We say all the time over here. Oh, that ain't nothing but a $17.80 special. Oh, all you gotta do is take her out to eat. $13. Go get her a little bottle. $13. Is she ready to go? We say this all the time. And this is a prime example of somebody not teaching this dude, man. They didn't teach him how to handle women with the money, the type of level he's on. They didn't teach him that. Yes, you met a shorty. And I'm not even finna factor in the age. I know everybody's like, he's 50 something, she's 20. I don't care about that, man. As long as she ain't under the age limit, that's all I care about. But yeah, Shannon got caught up, man. Simping, you know? Like, if there's a bust down, it's a bust down. See, here's the thing with a lot of these dudes with this money, bro. The thing with a lot of these dudes with this money is they be treating these bust downs like they more than just a bust down when they not. You know, they be flying them out. They be taking them to the best restaurants. They be buying them gifts. They do all of this and realistically, all you need to do is link up and smash and get them up out of there. That's it. That's how you treat a bust down. You don't go the extra mile, man, and try to make an actual relationship out of somebody that you've been hitting for the longest. No, you don't make that type of relationship where you buy stuff, you do it. No. It is what it is. When you see me, we see each other. This is what we do. I think he probably took it a little too far. Maybe giving her this type of money, giving her that like that. Y'all gotta stop that, man. Now he's in a situation, but we ain't done. We ain't done. We're gonna listen to all this
that
stuff.
saw me really just grow. They saw me, you know, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, I just wish this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this. I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. You know, that was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans.
Y'all smart. ProjectTransition.org returned to ESPN after selling lawsuit. So it's a 1-minute read. We'll take a read of this.
Breaking news.
We gonna take a read. We'll read it. We don't need you to read it, punk. New York Times. ESPN's parts ways with Shannon Sharpe following settlement of, y'all see the name, RAP, whatever. ESPN has cut ties with NFL Hall of Famer and media analyst Shannon Sharpe less than 2 weeks after he settled a lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend, accused him of, sources brief. Sources briefed on the decision told the Athletic on Wednesday. Shannon has not been on ESPN since late April when the suit was first filed. He said at the time that he would return to ESPN at the beginning of the NFL training camp. ESPN declined to comment. The woman known as Jane Doe in the suit was seeking $50 million for pain, suffering, psychologically and emotional distress, mental anguish, embarrassment, and humiliation. Sharpe publicly denied the allegations immediately after his accuser filed a suit in April, calling the case a shakedown attempt. He has maintained that he and an Nevada woman were in a consensual relationship. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm reading, that I'm getting to. See, this is why a lot of y'all need to be cautious. A lot of y'all people dudes with money, of course. Y'all need to be cautious, man. Hold on. I'm reading it. Once again, my bad, y'all. I'm over here. I got the wrong screen up. Y'all probably like, what is Wallz reading? This is what I was reading, y'all. My fault. I had the wrong screen up. I searched this. This is what I was reading. But I'm gonna stop right here. See, here's the thing, man. She probably got video. And y'all probably like, well, what's that got to do with anything? If it was consensual, why does it matter? Because she probably has video of stuff that they was doing. She probably has random videos of things that he possibly could have liked doing. Cause I know a lot of y'all said, Shannon, a lot of people said this. I don't know how true it is. I ain't really did much research on it, but a lot of people say, Shannon with that, he with that finger, you know what I'm saying, in the tailpipe, right? A lot of people say that stuff. But she probably could have video of all their encounters and or some encounters. And the one thing that a lot of people they don't want that leaked. It could have been a consensual interaction, but he probably still don't want that leaked. But for her to seek 50 million for pain, suffering, it's like all of this extra, which I'm gonna give y'all some game here in a minute. For her to seek that lets me know that she told him no, don't do something, and he still did it. Like, shut up, chill out, I'm gonna do this anyway. You know what I'm saying? And she just, well, fuck it, all right. And then after the fact, She didn't say nothing. She probably kept messing with him. Then it probably got to a point to where she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna get him. He kind of stupid anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get him." Because you're in a relationship now, it's your ex-girlfriend. She claiming you did this and did that. She still was rocking with you and messing with you after the fact. So yeah, she knew she had her one, man. Let's continue reading. Since retired NFL, Sharpe's 56 has a long media career, first as an NFL studio analyst and then as a sports talk host at FS1, where he rose to greater prominence debating Skip Bayless on Undisputed. After that run ended in 2023, Sharpe joined First Take as a twice-weekly foil for Stephen A. Smith. Sharpe continues to have his podcast club, Shay Shay and Nightcat, where he teams up with former wide receiver Chad Ochocinco, both of which are currently distributed by the volume in an agreement that concludes at the end of August, according to the sources briefed on the deal. So, yes, he still got his So it's looking to me, he still got his club. He still got his podcast club, Shay Shay and Nightcat. But I was always under the impression, because you can create a YouTube channel, right? You got your name, bam, bam, right? And it's how can I say this? And it's whatever the YouTube channel name is, and whatever you make that business is, you basically the owner of it. So I don't understand why he would need a distribution deal currently distributed by the volume in an agreement that concludes the end. So I guess it's more so of crazy, man. They're putting his brand out there. They're handling how his brand is marketed. They're handling all the everything you see on stream, all the cut screens, all the images, all the audio. They're handling that for him. It's just that Club Shay Shay is just the front runner from it. It's almost like having a PR, bro. It really is. Let's say, for example, let's do this, for example. Easiest example we can use. Let's use wrestling, for example. You know what I'm saying? WWE. Now, WWE is the big umbrella, right? Under WWE, they own ECW, they own WCW, they own NWA, they own all of that. So under the WWE branch, they distribute the different platforms. So that's kind of what it is. Before the suit came public in April, Sharpe was closing in on a major podcast deal that would have been worth as much as $100 million, as Front Office Sports reported at the time, and resources benefited on the situation confirmed to The Athletic. See, another thing is running your mouth. All that pillow talking, all that running your mouth about what deals and what this and what that, like, don't get it twisted. Just because a person has superstardom and fame and a bunch of money, they still normal just like us. They just have more money. They just have more exposure. More people want to get at them, right? I'm sure he ran that in. Think about this, for example. Hell, if you come up $1,000, if you come up even $500, hell, if you come up $100, you quick to tell a person, I made $100 today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was over doing this, man. I just made this deal for $100 today, made $100. You quick to tell a person that. Now imagine even a shorty you dealing with. Now imagine you almost having a contract that's gonna be worth $100 million. You can't wait to brag about that to the person you feel like is closest to you. Girl, you tripping. You tripping. Once I sign this deal, once I sign this contract, that's our favorite saying, ain't it? Once we sign this deal, once we sign this contract, man, everything gonna be straight. Couldn't wait. She knew that. The woman's attorney, Tony Busby, announced the lawsuit's dismissal in a post on X. The woman's attorney, Tony Busby, announced the lawsuit's dismissal in a post on X on July 18th, but did not specify the details of the settlement. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon. We have reached a mutually agreed upon solution. Busby wrote, all matters have now been addressed satisfactory, and now has closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. A dismissal with prejudice means Sharpe's accuser cannot file the same claim against him in the same LA court. No criminal charges were filed against. Just want some money, bro. She's wanting some money. Think about this, y'all. Think about if you claim that you was that you was that R word. Think about it. You're gonna be like, oh no, I want some money. I don't want no jail time. Typically, listen, typically, whenever here's the thing, typically, whenever things like that happen, a person wants some money and they file criminal charges, right? In this case, no, she didn't want to file no criminal charges. Why? Because she probably really didn't have nothing for real. She just knew that she could. She just knew that she could. She just knew that she could scare a dude. I told you no, not to do this, and you still did it. So I filed that. I told you I didn't want this to happen, but you still did it. I'm gonna file this. So, I think in the case of Shannon, I don't think, I don't think he did. I don't think he took it like with malicious intent. Nah, I don't think he did that. But I think he probably did do some stuff that she's like, no, I don't want to do that. And he was like, no, fuck that. Come on, like, fuck all that. And she probably just gave in and was like, well, okay, I'm gonna get him. And she probably been dealing with him for the longest, knowing what was up. And he probably been running because if it was your girlfriend, you talk to her. He probably been running the business into her all this time, man. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna sign this contract with Stephen A. I'm gonna do this. My run with Skip Bayless is about to be over. They ain't paying me this. So when I go over here, she was just waiting for the perfect time to do it, man. That's all it was. And there was nothing he could do. But I think he's smart for settling. Because if he did not settle, more stuff would have came out. And I think he knew that. And he was probably like, you know what? I'm gonna settle. I'm here. She can have this. Forget her. All of that. Because think about it. Think about a lot of the times where people try to come at. Think about when people try to come at you, and people try to come at you, come at a lot of these celebrities, and the celebrity don't settle. Then they go to court, and everything come out. Oh, well, he liked doing this. He liked doing that. So yes, this is an embarrassing moment, but I think him paying that and not going to court actually saved what probably could have come out. We're probably because you don't know what these guys, man. Especially they've been in the industry for years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. A lot of his secrets possibly could have came out, man. So but she knew she had a one. She knew she had a one, man. Let's see if see what Antoine talking about. Hold on. See what Antoine.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. Whitlock actually called it. He said, look, when you're generating revenue for the network, they're willing to endure with you or maybe not, right? Because obviously we see that they don't see that Shannon Sharpe is valuable enough to the brand, to the Disney brand. Because remember, ESPN is owned by Disney. He is not valuable enough to the Disney brand for them to continue to do business with him. Now, I am also pretty sure, because that's the way that things goes like this, I'm pretty sure that in his contract, there was a provision that highlighted how, ESPN wouldn't necessarily be liable for keeping him on the network if he found himself at the behest or in a situation where his integrity or his reputation were called into question. And this is one of the reasons why it's important for us to have this conversation, is that dick discipline. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Dick discipline is highly important for guys that get into a situation or find themselves where they are very much valued, or they generating revenue, or they got a lot of motion, there is nothing like a chick, a baddie, a snow bunny, whatever you want to call them. There is nothing like a woman to stop the motion that has a highly, very, very highly efficient fleece.
Hey, Antoine don't be lying.
Zaxby's, you can lemon pepper any way you want. Get lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper sandwiches, or lemon
efficient
But here's the thing.
fleecing lawyer on their side to help themselves retire at your behest.
And here's the thing. I don't get why these dudes don't understand this though. Like there's so much information out there. There's so many podcasts out there talking about. There's so many reaction channel people like me talking about giving you the game and how to deal with these shorties, duck and dodge these shorties and all that. I'm just convinced that a lot of these dudes, man, like they just ain't have no women, bro. I mean, yeah, I ain't saying you. I'm not saying guys ain't from the bottom and they didn't make it, but I'm saying a lot of these dudes, they wasn't real players, man. They don't understand. They don't understand. You know, it's like. And another thing is, yes, you're gonna meet shorties. Yes, you're gonna do that. Like you can. There's different ways. Like he's talking about D control. It ain't even necessarily about the D control, bro. It's all. You make them sign contracts. There's a lot of different ways to protect you. I think a lot of people. I think she just caught Shannon with his pants down. You know what I'm saying? She knew it was an easy lick. You know what I'm saying? And she just it's an easy lick. Oh, you like this, you like that, you like this. So, if he did like some stuff, she probably could have been filming. He don't even know. She probably could have been filming some stuff that he had no knowledge of. You know what I'm saying? If it was your girlfriend for 2 years, chances are you fell asleep around her. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. Girlfriend for 2 years, you never fell asleep around her. Chances are she got hella videos and stuff for you, bro. For you to cough up, I think it's $20-some million, bro. For you to cough up that amount of money, man, bam, here you go. Yeah, like she hit the ultimate lick, man. Ultimate.
And they successfully did it. They successfully finessed. I don't believe that Shannon Sharpe was guilty of the things he was being accused. But when you are a public figure, it really doesn't matter whether or not you believe it or not. The only thing that matters is public perception and whether or not you are going to be a hindrance to the brands you do business with.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there because we ain't gonna react to his video. But yeah, I do believe that too. Like I said in the beginning, I think he just didn't want a lot. I think he just didn't want a lot of stuff coming out, man. Like what he like in the bedroom. I think, and yes, the firing that's gonna come. It is what it is. He didn't want his personal business being smeared all over the internet. Now, it'd be a different story if social media wasn't how social media was. Then it's cool. But the way social media is, his personal business is gonna be smeared all over everything. His reputation is gonna be destroyed. See, right now we're still under the impression that she's okay. Everybody split. Some people think, she lying. She just wanted to get him for the bread. And other people are like, nah, he really did that, right? But ultimately, she won. She got him for the bread, And I think that shit should be. I think that type shit right there should be illegal, bro. They need to put a law in that prohibits people from going after big financial people like that just because they got finance. Oh, he took this, he did that, he took this, he did that. You know what I'm saying? So I think there need to be a law with that, man. But yeah, that's my little thoughts on Shannon Sharpe situation. I tell y'all all the time on this channel, man. I tell you all the time. When I tell y'all, let me give y'all some game, it's for this reason, man. Let me give y'all some game. This is how you handle this situation. This is how you handle that situation. Anyways, man, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below, dog. We out to the next one.